We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On play action. Love to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 24 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Love, they go play action now. Eluding the pressure right. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Well, let's check on the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually got to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing. Love. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Love. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
They'll run on 1st down. Patterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts, His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big time.
Cordero Patterson. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. To return is Jadon Mickens. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Charles, you talk about this defense, and they're in for a tough test, playing a team working on a 3-game win streak. But their head coach very confident in his guys' chances when he spoke to the media earlier this week.
I'd call him brimming with confidence, and he should be. Because if that's what he needs to do to fire up his guys, he should do so. And he's telling everybody, we've got a locker room full of guys ready to step up. And he's making sure that he believes it so that he hopes that his players will as well.
Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. To throw is Brady. And this will be caught by Brown. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Brady now on 1st down. That's complete. Bernard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because...
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really,
the ball comes out, but this will get out of of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Brady. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw, it's Brady. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 1st down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this 1st half.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Brady. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Love. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Second and 7. A give to Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Brady. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second and 10, Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Play fake. Here's Love. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. So, CD, you talk about this football team. Some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that. Talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here. And then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, We've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame. They talked about retirement the last 6-7 years of their careers, so that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
On 1st and 10, Love. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Let's see what you got. 45. Mike, 45.
Another try after the first down sack. Love. And the pressure gets to him again. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Love now. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Into the secondary, past the 40. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The Falcons send out their punter. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. No reason to do anything foolish, as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out. Out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. But they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Jones. Jones breaking from the contact. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 99 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. They can't stop Bruce serving there as he slips in for the sack. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down. It's Patterson. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 31-yard line. Give them 18 on the play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a play fake. Brady. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. The give is to Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Brady. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That throw by Brady, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 7. Now Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. Extra point try now for Succop. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Love from the gun. Into the secondary past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Here's Patterson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Levante David in on the tackle.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw now, here's Love. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one's incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver.
And that'll make it 3rd down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 3rd down, Love. They're going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Patterson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Love. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Patterson.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Cordero Patterson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good gain on first. Has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Brady now to throw.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Grady Jarrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Love. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Vita Vea, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Love looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the carry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Once more, they turn to Patterson, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. They run with Patterson, and they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back to 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season?